sometimes I just want to flip items for profit from my hideout. I'm not in the mood to grind, unless I'm grinding on your girl in the club. I'm going to take 1 divine and turn it into 10 divines. I'm going to use a skill called Righteous Fire. It's very popular this league. First I had to break down the divine, into chaos of course. Back when I recorded this, they were 200 each. They've gone down to like 150. I bought myself a pair of hunter gloves, pretty cheap, as you can see. And I needed to buy a Warlord's Exalt, also going pretty low. And then I needed some higher end apothecary gloves. Very cheap, but not if they're Warlord influenced. Much cheaper to influence them yourself. Bought an Awakener Orb, of course. At this point, this is what's left on the funds. We're going Righteous Fire, so we want fire damage over time multiplier, as well as increased damage over time. Meaning we wanted to Warlord influence, and then roll. To roll, we need alterations. As you roll for increased damage over time, you might hit a tier 2 and be tempted. No, you want a tier 1. You have to keep going until you hit a tier 1. And there it is. Now we take the Hunter Junk base, apply the modifier, fire damage over time, onto the better base, the Apothecary Gloves, which give more damage over time. And that's it. We didn't do any kind of Orb of Dominance. This sells for pretty much deterministically 2 divine. You might get more in early league. Always say thank you to the people you buy from. Now we're going to continue the Righteous Fire theme. We're going to buy this here Opal Wand. And what was nice about this one was it had 2 open suffixes and 1 open prefix, as well as +1 to all fire spell skill gems. We can then take all these crafts. These are veiled crafts. You can buy basically veiled single-handed weapons pretty cheap to unlock the craft. These will sell for 3 divine, but they cost 2 divine to add on the multiple modifiers. And here we go. We have to annul off so that it becomes 1 open prefix, 2 open suffixes. That's the only problem with this technique. Sometimes you'll annul off the +2 fire skills. Have to re-roll. But costs about 2.1 divine to make. You get 3 divine in returns, very low. A much better way to do it would be to buy a Fractured Burning Damage Opal Wand above eye level 84. Roll for the +1 fire spell skill gems, and then hope we hit either spell damage or adds fire damage to spells. This one here sold for 7 divine, giving us roughly 10 divine profit at this point. Now with this kind of profit, you can try some gambles. There's all kind of gambles to try. I personally like using regrading lenses. I decided to buy a prime regrading lens. I decided to try to get Divergent Tempest Shield, which has a good profit margin. Always say thank you to the people you buy from. Now I know some of you are about to say, but Divergent is poorly weighted. Of course it's poorly weighted. That's why creating it has high value.
You fucking moron!
I got lucky and hit it on my second one. Now of course I vow or no balls. Hitting 22% did nothing. You really want 2120. But this one sold for 8 divine. Only cost me, what, maybe 2?